there. Today we're going to have a little cooking demonstration.
We're going to show you how to cook a Salisbury steak dinner.
And this is a crock pot method because we've been getting into crock pot recipes because of our busy schedules now that we've been retired. We need to let the crock pot do the work while we're away doing our busy things. First, before you do anything in the kitchen, you have to make sure that you have a good clean work surface. So first we're going to start off by cleaning the work surface. And then we have our method cleaner. We spray that down a little bit. And I use the Scotch-Brite side of a sponge to kind of get any little crusties that are there on the countertop.
I'm the co-cook.
Actually, what Jenny does, she tells me what to do. She tells me the ingredients and how to do it and what to mix. And I am just the hired hand. Now, first of all, let me talk about the ingredients we're going to need for this recipe. Jenny?
Okay, we need 2 pounds of ground beef.
2 pounds of ground beef, here we go.
1 packet of onion recipe soup mix.
Onion recipe soup mix, got it.
A 1/2 cup of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs.
Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, here we go.
1/4 cup of milk.
1/4 cup of milk.
Then we need 1 can of golden mushroom soup.
Campbell's golden mushroom soup. Campbell's golden mushroom soup. This is not just any old soup. It's not just any old mushroom soup. This is golden.
1 packet of au jus gravy.
Au jus. The first thing we need to do before we do any cooking is we need to wash our hands. Now, what's the first thing we do with this recipe, Jenny?
We take a medium bowl. We mix together the ground beef, onion, soup, and breadcrumbs and milk.
Here's what it starts out looking like, okay? So that's what it looks like at this point. I think I need to mix it up a little bit more thoroughly than that. Next, this is the secret. One of the things that we need is saran wrap or Kirkland stretch wrap. And excuse me, Jenny, we start off over here. This is my patented method. You take this out, you get it on the counter. That's why you start with a clean counter, so there's nothing trapped underneath there. Just get this all the way out. And so now your hamburger will not stick to the countertop. A problem that so many chefs have. Hamburgers sticking to the countertop. Next, we're going to put these hamburger patties into this frying pan. Let's get it heated up first.
I need to get that crock pot over here so we can put them in there while you're cooking their last floor. Good idea, fans, team? Don't you think that's a good idea, audience? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's a good idea.
Okay, while those hamburgers are cooking, we'll put the crock pot on the countertop. I'll tuck this in, but we're not heating it yet. But I will take the lid off. Okay, now we've got a second minute on these.
Oh wait, put them in the pyramid.
Pyramiding.
So that means like more in the bottom. Okay, look at that grease.
Okay, now the second batch of 4. Okay, that's what they look like in there. They're doing really well. Now there's what they look like when they're going on the second side. Okay, the second set of patties are ready to pyramid into the crock pot. This is what they look like, pyramided into the crock pot. Dump the soup. This is the golden mushroom soup. Excuse me, I'm putting a tablespoonful of au jus in here.
You should put more than that.
Oh, a little bit more than a tablespoonful, so we're going to have to put the proper amount of water in with that.
You don't
And
want
the
to
proper
mix
amount
this
of
up.
water is 1 cup of water. So
1 1/4 cup of water.
I think I'll do 1.5 cups just to be safe. Well, I'm going to move my operation over to the sink for a moment. Okay, I've got the mix made. That's what it looks like, all mixed up. And we're putting it in now. I want to make sure that there is sauce all over the top of this. Now, let's put the lid on, Jenny.
Lid on. Now we're turning it on. We're going to put it on low for 2 to 3 hours.
So, we'll see you in a few hours. While we're waiting for this Salisbury steak dish to cook, we could talk about a few things like, the origin of Salisbury steak. Where did it come from? When was it created? It was rumored that Salisbury steak was first created by the Banquet Frozen Dinner Company from Salisbury, Indiana. Well, our researchers got into it and found out that this was absolutely false. First of all, frozen Salisbury steak dinners are also made by Swanson's and by Stouffer's and even Boston Market. Second of all, the Banquet Frozen Dinner Company is actually owned by ConAgra Foods, which is not anywhere in Indiana. It's located in Chicago. Another rumor we need to put to rest is that Peter Gabriel was inspired to write his song Salisbury Hill after eating a Salisbury steak dinner. This, of course, is false also, since the song Salisbury Hill is spelled with an O, while Salisbury steak is spelled with an A. Now, Salisbury steak was actually invented by a Dr. J.H. Salisbury in the late 1890s. He was an early proponent of a low-carbohydrate diet for weight loss. He was way ahead of his time. Now we need to talk about what sort of equipment is needed when you eat this delectable Salisbury steak dish. Okay, what we need for the food here is a plate, of course, a napkin,
Or more.
and of course you're going to need a fork, correct?
Right.
Okay, and you might need a sharp knife for this meal.
No, we don't need that.
Whoa! Well, maybe you need just a regular
No, we don't need that.
Do you think you might need a spoon? Okay. So, now it's time to eat your Salisbury steak. We recommend having mashed potatoes with it. So, the Salisbury steaks are done. I'll just pick one out here and put it right alongside the mashed potatoes. We can get some of the gravy from inside here to use as kind of like gravy on the mashed potatoes. And then, it's time to serve it. And it's time to be served. There you go, man. Enjoy. Take a bite. Let me know what it tastes like. What do you think? Is it Salisbury steak perfection?
Yes.
So there you have it. Salisbury steak from the Crock Pot. This is Cooking with the Kesslers saying bon appetit.